Hello, everybody. Our DM just ran away. Welcome to Dark Lore. We are actually not. We are not. Why does it say illithid activities? I swear I changed it beforehand. I'm going to change it now. We're now on to something vile this way comes. How exciting.
It's super vile.
Super vile. John, our DM is back. So, John, dig on in.
Sweet. So, we are on chapter 2 of a 3-part series in which an intrepid group of heroes is tracking down a one Simon Tiber, a necromancer with a taste for all things vile, and an illithid who is now allegedly undead, who is doing vile things. One that you are familiar with, one that was around when ye died the first time, and one who apparently is still alive in, loose terms. After your second death, you're not really sure how long has transpired from the time that you died at the hands of a bone devil. I think it was a bone devil. It was a devil. It was a demon. It was something that really wanted you dead, and did so quite effectively, efficiently even. You have been resurrected at some point in time between that point and now, and you feel somehow a little stronger, kind of like the $1 Million Man, as if perhaps not only did they invest in the resurrection, but they have also imbued you with some kind of arcane power, perhaps even blessings from deities. They're really going all out. There is an elven woman standing in the room, looking a bit disturbed, perhaps because, again, this has been very inexpensive venture. She's got a lute that she's got on the ground, and she's leaning onto it with an elbow. There's a small gnome who is got her hood up and looking pensive, but aside from pursed lips, doesn't really have much else going on. And they're all kind of giving you the long stare. And let me get back to the beginning of this thing so I can get the.
Do we know any of these people besides each other?
Yes, you recognize the elven woman, who was the apparently the one in charge. A harper who. Oh, I went to the wrong section here. In the town of Imdree, and her name is Elanil Elacidil.
Oh, those elves.
Yes. There is also Sarah Nola the Whisperer, the one who is looking kind of pensive. There's also another gnome. He has not been introduced, but he is standing next to Sarah Nola. Looks like he's kind of enjoying how irritated she looks. He's trying to remain relatively serious, but a grin continues to peek out from the corners of mouth every few seconds, as if he's trying to stifle some kind of quip. So, you're alive. This is getting expensive, says Elanil Elacidil. She says, we have spent a considerable amount of time trying to activate the teleportation circle that ye have uncovered since last we met. It was very difficult for us to crack the code, but it turns out that all we need to do is to punch in the necromancer's name. Strange. What wizard would be so vain as to make the key into his lair his own name? It's like setting your password to password.
Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. She says, clearly there is madness afoot. Clearly he has lost grasp of reality. We must go and confront him. We have cleared the area over the past couple of months and believe that it is safe for you to activate the circle. But before you go, she pulls out a small silver brooch and gives each of you a silver brooch. She says, there is a contingency, enchantment, if you were, on these brooches. Should you fall, as we believe may happen, your remains will be returned here, and we will try again. Or the world will end. I'm not really sure yet which. I'm not sure what he's doing. That's why we've summoned Klondras. He seems to have extensive knowledge on this Simon Tiber. He's been studying some documents that he got from that other gnome who has recently passed on to the other side. And he also is quite excited about a new document that he has found in a red dragon lair. Klondras. Let's see here. It's a bunch of stuff that you guys already know in here. And stop the guy. Klondras pulls out a very familiar, Urella, very familiar document that once was in your possession. Rather vile depiction of some things happening amongst undead, doing vile things, use your imagination. And he holds it aloft quite proudly, and he says, this is the most recent find, the deranged writings of one Simon Tiber. You can tell here by these drawings that he is deeply, deeply troubled, and clearly must be stopped. He is a very bad person. In fact, if you were to actually go further into it, there is code in here, and it actually says a whole lot more than what it actually is depicting here. In between the lines, it actually says that he once possessed this thing called the Book of Vile Darkness. The utterance of such a word would, of course, give it more power, but I don't believe in those sorts of things. Many pages of mad ramblings have been penned by him, other snippets that I have managed to collect over the past 50 years, and there is a journal that he's been keeping and randomly scattering around dark focuses of the world, of Faerun, and it seems like if he gets this book back, many innocents will suffer. Of course, that would be, very obvious to everyone. Something called the Book of Vile Darkness, particularly something that if you were to say its name would gain more power, would be, vile, wouldn't it?
Why do you keep saying it then?
It's, I don't believe in these sorts of things. There's no such thing as a magic item that if you were to say its name, that it would gain more power. It's as silly as saying the name of some, great evil and saying, if you say the name of the thing that shouldn't be named, it'll, eat your babies or something.
Babies.
I'm just going to look to my fellows and say, so we should call it the Book That Must Not Be Named, just to be safe.
Exactly.
Code names are good, yeah.
Raylan, for her part, looks very confused, but also intrigued.
Danger book.
I can accept Danger Book, yes.
I'm into that. That's all I really had to say about that. Let's see here. If you, any of you are knowledgeable of such things, I would welcome you to look at these amazing journal entries. Perhaps you are able to find something that I have not been able to find. don't really spend a whole lot of time thinking a whole lot about a lot of things. I just like to compile information, you know.
I mean,
You're a
I'm
reporter, is what you're saying.
He hands you the collection of parchments. Arala, your dark lore, the dark lore that dragon had taken from you after so many years has now found its way back into your possession.
excellent.
Put a sock on the door this time.
Right?
Ew. Ew.
Having looked at it multiple times, and I'm not really sure what I could glean from it that someone else can't, so I'm more than happy to share with the group. Although I do
Sure.
twitch a little when I hand it over. I'm just like,
Out of your possession again, man, it calls to you.
right? I'm actually going to go and do my morning stretches because I've just gotten so used to doing them before I go and mortar the souls of the faithless into the wall of the dead. But I keep forgetting that I'm not dead anymore. But I am going to go do my stretches while they look at it.
Perfect. Yes, questions handed over. The Sarah Nola is looking kind of cross-eyed at Krenez. She does not seem to be entirely pleased that he's here. She doesn't really seem to think that he's worth much at all. She approaches as Krenez kind of wanders off, and he's rambling about necromancy and pulling out various different documents and talking about various different historical periods of time in which necromancers have risen and tried to do horrible things to the world. Oh, and then that Sararak guy was, and then he was doing a thing with a tomb. She comes up to you guys and she says, you know that Klondras guy, right? The Klondras, Klondras, yeah, and you remember the guy?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. He's been seen again a couple of times on the surface. I don't know about you, but I'd like to think it'd be better off if he was not seen on the surface anymore, if you know what I'm saying.
Ah. I feel like it didn't work out so well for us last time. But we can give it a go.
All right, well, I must stress to you the urgency. We've lost a lot of time, and by a lot of time, I mean a lot of years on this problem. And I stress to you the importance that Simon Tiber, this necromancer that Krenez is on about, must be stopped. We must put an end to his machinations, and if that means putting an end to his cronies, then so be it. Do it by whatever means necessary. And she leans in really close. She says, whatever means necessary. And she flits off and maybe does a smoke bomb. And she disappears. Well, what's his name? Krenez is still like railing on about Sararak and the 5th time that he arrived in the prime material and was doing something with Vecna, I think, and it continues.
She's
What do you guys do?
very dramatic.
It's very dramatic, like most gnomes.
Give the raised eyebrow to everybody. Like, you get a hand. Like, she was intense. But, sure, why not? I mean, we're just dead twice. It's no big thing, right?
And
Is
I
this
can't
a
disagree
normal
with her.
thing?
I'd rather not. What's that?
Raylan just gonna say, is this a normal thing for you all?
Lately, yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't, but now it is.
Merry band of adventurers you are.
We really used to be. And then we went to this bar where Klondras was
What a great
hanging
bar.
out, and then the
was a
bar
good bar.
collapsed on us because of like magic, and really it's been all downhill since then.
But now you're here. Fresh blood, new face. And I'm sure that things will turn up.
I mean, I'm feeling spry. We might as well.
Wait,
What else are we gonna do?
where is Setharoth?
Setharoth?
Nothing wrong.
I'm gonna ask the elf woman. I'm just gonna call her L because her name is too long and my attention
Yeah.
span ran out right about the time she said
Ew.
L. Right. So I will call her L and I will say, our friend Setharoth, where is he?
We brought him back, and unfortunately, he was very firm on that being the last time that we took advantage of his being alive.
That does
I believe his
explain the
words were-
Sephiroth-shaped hole that's in the wall. Yes.
Yes. We regret that he is not grateful for all that we have done for him by bringing him back to life. He kept saying something about a cat, and I don't know, and he just left. We are, of course, hoping that he returns into our network, that we may find him again. We are patient. We will, of course, deal with it when the time comes.
I will lean into Tina and Shakal and just be like, I hope he's not upset that we ate him. I was pretty sure that was the right thing to do.
Yeah, that seemed like the right thing to do at the time. I
Seemed like the right thing.
hope there's no
he would
hard
approve.
feelings. Yeah.
He would approve.
You don't think it's us, do you?
Yeah, no.
Not us.
Okay, well, maybe. But, hello, Raylan. I'm so glad that you're here.
We also don't typically eat our allies. It was a special occasion.
I guess it depends. Who do you worship?
Thank you.
So, where has this illithid been seen that we should go and make it so he's not seen any longer?
We have had lookouts posted, and it appears that there has been an increased amount of activity around the area where you last fell. Seems like wherever you have died, Klondras has, of course, not. We would urge you to go to where you last fell. We will, of course, give you the entry code, which is, of course, the name of the necromancer, because why wouldn't you set your password as 1234 to allow for people to come into the back door and hack their way
No.
through your lair?
Is it all caps? Does he change from uppercase to lowercase? Is the I perhaps a 1?
It is indeed.
O?
It is a 1, and then it's a 0 for the O, and the
Okay.
the N has a little tilde on top of it, and the I on Tiber is an exclamation point.
Well, at least he didn't go, like, too obvious.
I think
Well,
I don't think it's his choice not to be that obvious. Most passwords require you uppercase, lowercase, number, special symbol. So he's still probably very, very boring.
It was probably required when he went to enter it in. It's like, you must have
Precisely.
at least one uppercase and lowercase. Okay, gotcha.
Well then, adventurers, heroes of the harbors, if I may be so bold as to refer to you as that, or perhaps the most expensive investment that I have ever had to invest in. Perhaps if you would like to go on to the next part, I will leave Kerez to take you there. Do avoid any sorts of conversation with him about necromancers. It's too much.
I mean, it sounds like he's having his own conversation.
Yeah. We just need to be in the same area, and he's entertaining himself.
And then he took off his hand, and then the hand, an artifact, he says.
Oh, I've heard that story before.
Yeah. And then there was this dragon guy who stole it. And it was very, very famous and evil. And then he went to the hells, I think, is how that went.
Someone should write a song about this glorious adventure.
I'm sure there is so many songs written. It's probably even been animated probably by now. So you're led out by Kara Gnome, who takes you all the way back. You trace your way all the way back to that burnt down town. Along the way, you do see various different harpers who have been set up kind of as like lemonade stands. They're definitely trying to blend in, although they're out in the middle of nowhere. And they're all kind of doing this thing with you, like, oh yeah, we see you, you see us, but we're undercover. And you're taken back to this obelisk, this horrible obelisk that was at the center of your demise. And the room has been cleared out. The husk of this building has been cleared out, and there is a teleportation circle that's been carved into the concrete below. There's a few moments where Karez starts chanting and wiggling his fingers, and a column of light appears up from above the circle. He's like, well then, go on through there, don't die, all right. Well, if you do die, don't come back as undead, because it'll be much, much harder to bring you back.
Do we still have that?
Do come back as undead. I'll study that.
No.
Do we still have the necklace from before we died?
The necklace?
Uh-huh.
Raylan has that. The multi-headed dragon necklace. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She has that.
Okay.
We were just like, you're responsible, take this.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
wait, before you go, I have a thing for you. And he pulls out this bag, out from a bag, and he opens it up. He jams his whole arm in there and starts pulling out potions. You each get a potion of superior healing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He also pulls out a small scroll case. And in that scroll case, he tells you that there is a scroll of lesser restoration, a scroll of greater restoration, and a scroll of protection from evil and good.
Ooh.
I look at all of them and I look at Raylan. It might be most beneficial if you carry all of these scrolls.
Raylan just kind of holds out her hands like, thanks. She'll just
We need an adult.
You're going to make an excellent cleric.
Right? Not like the cleric in the party.
Raylan just kind of looks over her shoulder at her bow on her back, and looks at Shakal, looks at your bow, and looks at Shakal, and goes, right, sure.
Oh, and one more thing. Should you find any, organs or other specimens that may have interested the necromancer, do bring those back to me for study, for further study. Unless, of course, they speak to you in your mind, and then in which case I don't want them.
How many organs have you known to speak to you in your mind? I'm just curious.
It's a solid question.
Oh, there are many, many, many in history that have been able to speak to one in their mind.
Like, can you give me a ratio so we can be prepared, or is this just...
Well, whenever this mystical book, vile things, the thing that, whenever you say its name, it becomes more powerful or something like
Danger
that.
book.
Danger book.
Danger book.
Yes, the Danger Book. It talks about all sorts of things that can speak to you, like spleens that are able to take over entire armies.
And they say the spleen is useless.
Oh, it is not according to this book. Or at least according to Simon Diver's writings. They're glorious.
We will keep a
What is it,
lookout.
As it says in the book, what did he say? He said, yes, the darkness shall bind us all. I believe that was a common theme. in the writings. And you know what they say about themes? Go, go, go! The spell get wasted. Go, go, go!
I'm gonna step into the circle.
Yep.
Bam.
Follow along.
Stargate happens, and there's like a Stargate thing, and you all spit out into a let's see, into like a dark area, a dark tavern. There's a big 30-foot diameter circle of a chamber. The stones are made of stone. Sorry, the stones are made of stone. The walls are made of stone. The floor is meticulously clean, and carved into the stone floor itself is this 20-foot by 20-foot teleportation circle. It's carved with runes and glowing with magic, having just been fed into it. You guys kind of bamf in. There's a tunnel, very narrow tunnel that leads off into the dark. And looking around the room, you can see 4 alcoves. Let's see here. Let's see here. The alcoves contain 4 skeletons. 1 in each alcove. Do you do anything?
They posed funny at all? Are they striking a pose, or are they just standing there?
Are you gonna go investigate? I mean, you have 120-foot dark vision,
Yeah.
so you're able to see just fine. The 2 of you, the Dragonborn and the Gisserai, are not able to see anything in here. It's just the Warlock and the Ranger who are able to actually see in the darkness. Looking over at the bodies inside the alcoves, they do appear to be arranged in rather grotesque ways. It's a bit unsettling to look at. What's even more unsettling is as you are looking at these bodies, their jaws unhinge and kind of extend down like below their chest, and they begin emitting this high-pitched alarm sound. Like it's like,
don't like that one bit.
And it just continues and gets really loud.
They're bad singers. That's what
They're
it
very
is.
bad singers.
Terrible
Should we
bards.
smash them? Should we smash them? I feel like we should smash them. It's getting louder.
What?
Everybody roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Ah, crap.
Great.
It starts. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, totally gonna make it through here, guys. You're gonna be fine.
Ooh, I have proficiency in all of these. What? Confusion?
Oh dear. Well, that's unfortunate. The DC is 15. Those of you who have failed shall be deafened for 1 hour.
Oh my
as
god.
the ringing in your ears just continues to like bore through your eardrums. Only one of you was able to shrug that off, and I believe that was Shakal. Shakal, I mean, this noise is not unusual. The monks used to do this as part of the meditative whatever, trying to ascertain like higher meanings of life by putting themselves through great amounts of pain. I mean, they do this with various different pain delivery methods, and you've endured this before. This
is the way. However, I'm going to do something I should have done a long time ago and start beating the shit out of the skeletons.
Nice. They fall without much fanfare, like they are just skeletons, and you feel as though, like, as you are punching them, you're punching them extra hard, like harder than you ever have punched a thing before. Almost as if, again, upon breathing life anew, after all of these years have passed, somehow you have been imbued with greater power, greater strength. Perhaps even it's the fancy hero uniforms you're wearing that they dress you up in. Maybe it's that. You're not sure.
The powers in the
Power Rangers. Yeah. But the alarm stops after you bust them up, The narrow tunnel leads north.
I'm going to, during this, I start doing it, and then the sound happens, and so I probably drop the coin that I was going to cast it on. So I fish another coin out, and I'm going to cast light so that I have something to see by. And then I watch as Shakal beats them into dust.
Nice. Cool. So yeah, the narrow tunnel continues to the north.
Is everyone okay?
What?
I can't hear you! Shakal!
You have been deafened.
No,
I don't know how to help
Tina!
you.
Tina, are you okay?
Tina, can you hear me? Or is this Raylan? Oh no. Yeah, okay. So this is a bet. We should go. We all should leave.
Go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay!
So do you press forward through the tunnel?
Yes.
Yes, as I'm the only one that is capable of hearing, I will keep extra careful to listen ahead and to keep my ears and eyes open.
Perfect. So the tunnel leads away from the teleportation circle. Pretty sure it's north-ish. I mean, you do have a ranger, so you know it's north. Tunnel itself is barely 10 feet wide, so you can squeeze shoulder to shoulder, unless you would like to go in a particular marching order.
Please.
You want to go shoulder to shoulder,
Squeeze.
or do you want to,
So I don't want to ruin the dark vision of anyone that is dark vision enabled. So maybe I should go... On the one hand, I feel like it's harder to hit me than most of you. However, where would you like me? Do you want me shining the light up front? Or would you like me behind you so that your vision isn't being compromised?
Though if you're behind us, then the light will show behind us and our silhouettes
Just
will
lighting
show
you up, right?
any...
Okay, after pantomiming for a few minutes to figure this out, I'll move up to the front. Shakal, if you hear something, make sure I know.
Yes,
I'm deaf. You can't.
Yeah,
you can't say it. You're gonna have to grab me or something.
You will be my eyes. I will be your ears.
I don't know what you're saying. I can't hear you, Shakal.
For the love of God, did you never learn to read lips? Just this dragonborn lips just...
Right. I'll just turn and head down, shining the light as I go.
Perfect.
to your mouth.
Let's see here. The tunnel goes through a larger series of tunnels, and as you wind your way through, light begins to bleed into the tunnels. It's kind of an ethereal light. It's not really bright. It's very dim, but it begins to appear every 15 feet. And whenever you come roughly around 20 feet of each light, they light up, kind of like a hallway slowly lighting itself as you approach or proceed through. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like,
do they turn off as we go through?
Yeah, and they turn off as you leave, because they're energy savings, just like magical savings, very important. Simon Tiber is very energy conscious. He does have a lead certification for his lair here.
Everyone, if villains can be energy conscious, then so can you.
It's true. It's true. This is a TSA. Yeah. So
at the end of the episode, we should have the villains come out and be like, in today's episode, We talked
Listen,
about
kids,
energy saving.
We've had a lot of fun today with evisceration.
Yes.
G.I. Joe! Sorry, what?
So, as you proceed down this hallway, assuming you're still proceeding, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not feeling any like sense of dread. You're not
Okay.
concerned about where this is going.
I mean,
Can I sense magic? I think I could swear that I
Oh,
was
yeah.
able to sense magic.
Oh yeah, there is a lot. There's a lot of magic.
It's
A
just
lot
all
of
over
magic.
the place.
All over the place. In fact, more magic is about to be revealed. As you proceed down the hallway, you notice that a 30-foot section of wall and ceiling seems to be missing, although the floor continues on as usual. And where the floor and wall should meet seems to be filled with darkness.
Special dark matter. I hear it. It
Yeah,
hears really well.
Urala, are you still holding the coin with light, or are you allowing the chamber to light itself for you?
so that was my question. Is it bright enough for me to see as I'm going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the lights kind of light up, as you're like walking down, and then it's like, extinguishing behind you. So it's only lighting up a 20-foot section on either side of you as you're walking.
Okay, so technically my beam of light from the coin goes further, right?
Technically, yes.
I will leave it lit then and just kind of like be shining beyond the limit of these magical lights, because if something's coming towards us, I'd rather get a look at it before it eats me.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Unless everyone's like, no, turn off your light, stupid.
My eyes! I can't see anything with that light. No. Keep the light.
Good.
Yeah, shining lights.
Okay.
Yes. All right. As you continue pressing forward, our ranger, if you roll me a nature check.
Yeah.
And what is everyone's passive perception?
18.
Okay.
14.
20.
Whoa.
I love it. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So, as you're making your way forward through this tunnel, the ranger begins to get a sense that we are no longer on the surface. In fact, we are deep below the surface, because looking out, you see the glimmer of light reflecting off of scales. Small swarms of quippers go snaking past your force walls, maybe, you're not really sure. And upon closer inspection, and those of you who have really high perception, anything over an 18, are going to notice that the blackness isn't entirely like an inky blackness. It's not an evil dark like blackness. It's more like a brown murky blackness, like the blackness that one would perhaps experience in a murky silt-filled lake deep below the surface of the earth. Continuing pressing on.
Watered down evil.
Evil light.
Watered down
Evil
evil.
light.
Giant evil, if you will.
Oh, Raylan. Chikal's the only one who can still hear, so Raylan's just gonna kind of like pantomime, like point at the walls, like point at the darkness, and be like, underground.
I sure wish I knew what those hand signs meant.
She's like mouthing like underground.
We can all still talk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little muddled.
Hear us.
I feel like maybe Raylan's trying to be like stealthy about it rather than shouting at the top of her lungs like Urala is.
Shout. She doesn't know what else is around them. She's like pantomiming. Chikal can probably like hear her just like, oh my god. All right, yeah, got it. Thanks. Yeah.
So are ye loitering here in the hallway? You press forward. You're going to inspect the walls. Doing
Raylan
anything?
inspect the walls. She wants to go check out the walls a little bit.
Okay. As you approach the walls, they're physical. Like they're made of some very hyper clear crystal. It's been highly refined. You would estimate that the crystal itself is about 5 feet deep. So it's a whole square on the map worth of crystal, heavily reinforced. And as you're inspecting the wall, a enormous eye, almost larger than the size of the wall itself, comes into view, like almost presses itself up against the wall. There's a flash of dull silver and red scales as this enormous something curls past and out of your vision.
Is it a monstrosity? Because if it is, she knows that's a favored thing for her, so she might know a little bit more about it.
No, it is not a monstrosity. If you were a betting person, and maybe you are, probably looks a bit alien.
Okay.
Probably not good. Guys, do
No.
anything else in the hallway? Are you hanging out here for a little bit longer?
Scrambles back. She's like, oh!
So I was very curious why it wasn't collapsing in, so I would have been like just kind of tapping to make sure as I go that I wasn't going to fall through this hole or something like that. But otherwise, go to the other side. And then once I noticed everyone, because I didn't really, with my amazing passive, catch anything that was outside. But once Raylan is like, rah, I'll like shine my light on her and try and figure out what the hell. Are you okay? Shakal! Shakal, is she okay? She can't hear me. She's deaf right now.
We are going to be eaten alive. I'll check on.
So, trudge on, or you're going to hang out poking at the wall? Every now and then you'll see, flashes of scales. There may be a few like random exploratory tentacles that kind of caress the crystal wall.
Bad touch.
Right.
Bad touch. Things get weirder the longer you stay here.
I need an adult.
You're an adult.
The
Once
one
I-
adult can't hear you.
Continue
Right.
on.
Once I'm sure that everyone is okay, then I'll turn the light the other way and head on.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So you can
Uh,
tell me about it later when I can hear them.
Let's see here. So you pass through winding tunnels that crisscross and lead past empty chambers. You search for signs of life until you come across a rather smooth tunnel, like unusually smooth. It extends about 20 feet wide. There is no light here, so the coin that's glowing is providing the only bit of light that you can see. You notice at the end of the hall, at the edge of the light, there is a large maw. It's gaping open, the width and the height of the tunnel.
No.
Yeah.
It is not moving.
I will just stop and I'll actually cup the light closed, cup the light in my closed hand to cut it off.
Okay. It goes out of vision except for two of you. What do you do? It seems to be remaining very, very still, but its mouth is all the way open.
Can I turn to face everyone and then kind of do the creepy flashlight thing where I'm shining the light up just a little bit, but try to block it and be like, "There's something up there."
I have no words. Um, I will try to enunciate and make, because they're still deaf, yeah? I'll try to mouth out the words as clearly as possible, like, should we press?
Can I do a check for that? Because he's got a snout.
Be an intelligence check, you know?
Intelligent? Sure.
Just roll that noggin check for me. Whoop. Sure. I mean, the check's 8. As long as you're so the check will be like whatever, like 8. We'll give you 8 to interpret what's going on. So you're able to kind of make out what he's saying.
Slowly? Is there another way?
Sneak. If we could sneak through without being noticed.
I was just like sneak.
Okay. And I'm gonna like try and like cup it so I can just see the ground in front of me and sneak forward.
Yeah.
You sneak forward and you begin to smell this acrid smell that seems to be emanating from the maw. This unmoving, open, extended maw that dominates the end of this very smooth tunnel.
Do I see any shadows of like tunnels going off to either side, or
Seems the only
turn
way
back
forward
around?
is through. It does not move.
no? I just turn around and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I mean, we turn around and run. I'm just thinking this because I guess I can still talk. Turn around and run, or attack it.
I'm sorry, I missed part of that. My
It's okay. You probably weren't able to hear like everything they said because they are deafened, which means that their speech is going to be not as well formed as
You warbled.
they think it is.
So from where the lights were like lighting up as we went, is there another way that we could have gone? Can we backtrack and go down another?
Seems like all of these tunnels, all of the winding and twisting that you guys have gone through over the past, we'll say 15 minutes, have all led to this point here. They all feed here. And it ends apparently at this enormous maw.
More.
Open, stinking of this horrible acrid smell. Dark lore.
Dark lore. I'm gonna.
Thing is like actually real, or if it's been like crafted to look this way, and like if there's like some sort of magic going on about that. Like,
Are you
do
going
us
to
know if it's
approach?
an actual creature, or if it's like a made thing.
So you're gonna go approach and investigate, or are you going to be doing kind of a knowledge, or
More like knowledge type of like.
Give me a
might
nature.
get a little bit closer, but not within like snapping distance.
give me knowledge nature at advantage? This happens to be a monstrosity.
Nature with advantage.
I believe that's how that works. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You get advantage on monstrosities. Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go ahead and palm the coin and pull out my mace in case it attacks her.
Perfect. So this is a purple worm. They are, and I don't use the word common, but they are common in a region of the world known as the Underdark. This one appears to not be purple. This one appears to be the same color of the stone, but it is showing such a great amount of detail that it probably was at one time purple. You would probably quickly deduce that it is what is responsible for the creation of this tunnel. You would also probably very quickly deduce that acrid smell is a remnant of its acid secretion, which is what it uses to easily burrow through stone. And you might also deduce that this unfortunate creature has met an unfortunate end and is itself petrified.
Okay. Raylan looks at the party and she goes, "It's dead! Dead! Dead!"
Oh, sick. Nothing to worry about then. We should press.
Yeah. She'll kind of like nod. She'll call like, "Yeah, let's go. It's dead."
Just very hesitantly, I'm actually not going to lead the way. I'm going to let you lead the way because you seem so set that it's safe. I'll be ready to thwap it when it eats them. Because who else is going to get them out of it?
Fair. That's fair. So you press forward then through the maw.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. As you make your way through, I'm assuming that you're not still going shoulder to shoulder. You're going in single file line.
Is there enough room to go shoulder to shoulder?
It is 10 feet wide, so it is a little tight for shoulder to shoulder. I'm not going to give you a whole lot of dancing around, but you could.
No.
It's not squeezing, but it's close quarters.
We do like staggered.
Sure.
Yeah.
You could stagger, yeah, that works. The worm continues a length of 50 feet. And when you get to the very end of this worm, it appears that the back end of the worm has been chiseled out with a good deal of care for craftsmanship. It's been decorated, the back end of it, with like these little gargoyle-looking things, but they're all in very grotesque sorts of shapes, and clearly engaged in all sorts of vile things. Use your imaginations. And the tunnel, beautifully smooth, continues on in a slow, meandering wind beyond your sight.
I mean,
Continue on.
I feel like we're going in the right direction.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Pass the Trace using some key points because we're gonna continue dealing with the deafness and the shoutings, and I forgot that I had this, so this will probably be smart.
Perfect.
Well, she probably would have thought to do the same. She's not.
Let me give you some emits light, bright light. And I believe your light gives you 20 feet, and then another low light of 20 feet, correct? For your coin. There we go. Can you all see the map?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me go into your. Oh, because you don't have vision. There you go. Now you have vision. Can you see the map?
We have a tunnel. Yes. Yes. There we go. I'm loaded.
You have a tunnel. Some of you can see in red. Some of you see the gray here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dynamic lighting. Super cool.
Ooh.
Ooh. The tunnel continues on as far as you can see. So like here, which is I believe as far as our warlock can.
Yes. All right.
What do you do?
I see that it gets skinny. So I'm going to try. Well, I'm just going to say that it gets skinny near the end when we keep going. We're going to have to go single file and hope that comes out right.
Are you yelling this to communicate this to the others?
Yes.
Okay. Shakal, roll me a quick perception. Nice.
24.
So as you're making your way through this tunnel and things become a bit more natural, like it seems like you are descending deeper somehow, and the tunnel becomes a bit more like a natural cavern. You did hear briefly the sound of voices up ahead, but the din that your party is making as they're trying to communicate with each other seems to have a negative or an adverse effect to the other sounds that you were hearing, to the point to where those sounds are no longer happening.
No.
It'll be fine. Unless anyone stops, I'm going to continue moving, stops me, I'm going to continue moving forward, because I can't see anything besides the tunnel.
So move whatever movement you would do in a round, and we'll take it kind of round by round. So we're not going to go into initiative at the moment. We're just going to kind of do a loose round by round, just so we can get you guys all in position here for totally innocent reasons. So Urala is leading the charge, lighting up that section.
As I get to here, I stop and I say, "Oh, it gets skinnier up here," to warn them.
Nice. So you guys are pushing forward. Shakal, it is unusually quiet. Like you might hear the occasional drop of water falling from a stalactite as it hits the ground, or hits a stalagmite that's also trying to meet, and they're going to do this whole thing. That's what they do in caves. But you're pretty sure you heard other sounds, like voices, as you were entering this map.
So we don't know that, though, right?
I've not communicated that, no. And you're deaf. It has been 20 minutes.
Oh no! I will attempt to communicate that as quietly as possible. There were voices, and now there's not. Subterfuge, nefariousness. There are no simple hand signs for these words.
I'm gonna look at Raylan.
Right.
Yeah.
Sounds like true.
I'm gonna look at Raylan and point at her bag, and
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's gonna take out the scrolls, and she's gonna be like, "Which one?"
I'm gonna look through them and try to discern whether either of them, or any of them. There are three, right?
There's lesser restoration, greater restoration, and protection from good and evil.
Will any of those help us to not be deaf?
Lesser restoration and greater restoration will remove the deaf condition.
On all of us, or just one of us?
Single target.
Well, I don't have either of those readied for the day, so...
And if it requires a verbal component, can't cast it. You're deaf.
Shakal, can you cast any of these?
I think you've gravely overestimated what the things that I can do. I hit things, and then sometimes fade away. Like obfuscate. Like I don't.
Shakal has gone down a road that you're all completely
Oh,
does not
sorry.
understand.
I was incorrect. You can cast them. It only means you can't hear and automatically fails any ability check that requires healing. I had that incorrect.
Oh, so like
You can cast it.
if I cast Healing Word on somebody, if they can't hear me, they
Correct.
can't be. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll look at Raylan. Is it okay if I cast this on you? Okay. And I'm
I feel
gonna
like
do
it.
the lesser restoration on Raylan.
okay. The spell scroll goes poof. The magics are consumed, and Raylan, you can now hear. You are no longer deafened.
Huzzah!
Did it work?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's what I've been dealing with for the past 20-30 minutes. Is really something.
And then I'm gonna look
I'm
at
so
Tina.
sorry.
Tina, is it okay if I cast this on you? Okay, and then I'm gonna cast the greater restoration on Tina.
This is
All right.
amazing.
Okay, hearing.
So,
I-
Tina, you are no longer deaf. So, Arala, you're the only one who is deaf. As you are casting these spells, you can look north.
Ah,
Ah.
uh-huh.
Looks like they've been standing there for a little bit. They've been kind of eyeballing you. And all of you who were conscious for this, who was it that let that last Gith yank you were? Yeah. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is. There he is.
What
The
a
one who ran
douche.
away, the one you let go. He's there.
What
And
a
there's like this moment, like, you know, where they're like, da 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 da, where he's like looking at you and you're looking at him and he's like, oh my God, because you were the only one alive, right? During that?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's this moment, like a Kill Bill moment, where they're like, you two are looking at each other, you know, there's like some sort of like horrible sound or perhaps like some sort of like weird Japanese Western music that's beginning to play for no reason. Yeah. Staring you down.
Really just goes, oh god.
We all see this guy, or is this just?
Yep. Those of you who can see him can see him. Can you guys see him?
Barely.
This
Yeah.
guy.
You two.
I will
Yeah.
use.
I see two. I'm like, oh, I see two of them. Over
Where is
there.
And technically, I was facing south, but once they're like, "Ah," I'm gonna spin around.
Yeah.
Would
Yeah,
this be
he's wearing a
considered?
yellow tracksuit.
Would this be considered dim light?
Would it be considered dim light?
Yeah.
Not where you're standing right now. Unfortunately, you were standing in bright light due to the coin that is lit. But if the coin was not lit, you would be in darkness, which would
Well.
also be not useful for you.
Gotcha. How far would I need to step back to step away from the coin to be in dim light?
Let's see, 20 feet. Because he has 20 feet of bright light and then a 20-foot of dim light behind the bright. It's functioning basically like a torch, a magical torch.
Gotcha. I will step back that 20
Okay.
feet, and then shadow step over to the sneaky Gith
Ooh.
behind him and just be like, "What are you doing?"
So you're gonna be like bamf like that.
Oh no! Yeah, that was the plan.
Wow.
Okay. So you're like, you step back and then you do like some sort of like super like anime monk thing, and you're like, shadow jumping, step of 1,000 dragons on acid. Bah! And
On
then you
acid.
like melt through the shadows, and you like melt out of the shadows behind him. Like, of course, coming up from his shadows, super slow, like, because that would just add for extra effect.
For the flare.
Are you gonna be like tapping on the shoulder? Are you gonna lean and whisper in his ear? Like, what are you gonna do?
Well, I already said it, so I feel committed at this point. I'm just gonna be like, "What are you doing?"
You definitely startle him. And he whips around. He's like, "Oh, what? Wait, and then you were over there. Oh my god!" He
Yeah.
yells something in Gith.
In case there's a language barrier, tongue of the sun and moon, I understand. Learn to touch the key of all other minds. They understand all spoken languages. Moreover, any creature that can understand a language can understand what you say.
Nice.
Nice. They speak Gith. You understand now everything that they have to say. And he's calling for Frank, who you, I believe, see over here, yeah?
Yeah, and I'll just yell out, "Fuck off, Frank! We're busy."
Frank's like reaching for his sword. You can see Frank looking to the southwest as if looking for, I don't know, orders?
I'm gonna grapple this dude. I don't like the situation I put myself in. I'm gonna go ahead and grapple the dude in front of me if it's at all possible.
You gonna grapple him?
Yeah, if I can.
I'll give it to you because they are surprised. And that will start initiative.
So
go ahead
while
and
that
roll
was
me a
going
grapple.
on,
Shit.
while that was going
Yeah.
on, could I have? I just wanted to switch my light from a coin to my mace, so it's easier to.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks,
Yes.
yo.
So now your mace is lit up like a lightsaber. What color is
Yay.
it? And does it make a sound when it moves around?
Absolutely, and it is. He's not all that creative, so it's just white.
While that was
Perfect.
happening as well, Raylan also kind of wants to like step against the wall and hide in plain sight. She's just gonna kind of.
Yeah, of course. Now you're going to do that. Can you do that in bright light, or do you have to be in dim light for that?
It does not specify. You can spend 1 minute crafting camouflage for yourself from naturally occurring materials. Once you're camouflaged, you can try to hide against a solid.
I love it. Yeah, I'll give it to you. Go on.
Yeah, so she's just gonna kind of. She's gonna like move forward a little bit and then like be like right there and just kind of like into the wall.
So let me
While
go
this is
ahead.
going on, Tina is bringing out her long bow, and because she can kind of see the two, she is going to pay attention to the one that's not grappled and just hold it there and step up just one more to be able to get a better shot.
Okay, give me 1 second.
We love a nat 1 on initiative. It's fantastic. I have a plus
The
10
best.
and yet somehow.
Wow.
Right. All right, so Shakal, you are going to attempt to grapple. So roll me it's athletics, I believe, is for a grapple.
You got it, boss. Athletics. Where'd you go? Oh, this isn't gonna be good.
Nice. And he is going to roll he's going to try and wiggle out. He's going to roll a dex. It's a match, but because he was surprised, I'll give you advantage. He is grappled. So you've got him firmly in a I don't know, monk grapple thing.
Monk hold.
Adela, what were you doing?
While he was making his move, was just sneaking up and taking aim at the other one and holding still. So
You're going to
I'm just
hold
getting
aim at
ready.
this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you preparing a spell, or are you aiming a weapon?
I am aiming a weapon.
Aiming a weapon. Crossbow?
Yes.
Perfect. And then our fearless ranger has pressed herself up against the wall and has kind of vanished from sight.
Yeah.
We're going to open with Shakal because he is currently holding your man in a grapple.
I will just shout out, just like, there's no need for bloodshed. Calm the fuck down, Frank. Let's see how they react, and I'll...
Damn it, Frank.
Frank here. This Frank? You're yelling at that Frank?
Whoever this dude was trying to get to come over.
Okay, yeah, you're trying to get this guy to step down.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, intimidation.
Oh, I'm not good at that.
No.
Ah.
Nice. Okay. Frank is currently like drawing his sword. Anything else you call?
I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna hold this dude in front of me, and if he's gonna hit me, then he's gonna hit his buddy. Then I guess.
Perfect. I love it. Cool. This guy pretty unhappy with this whole situation. And it's gonna go 5, 30. Okay. This guy. And 15, 20, and 30. Okay. The Warriors. This guy is going to try and break free. Going to try and shoulder his way out. Go ahead and give me an athletics, if you would. You are holding firm to this guy. He is deeply unhappy. This guy here is going to take 2 swings at you with his grot sword. Yeah. 1 and 2. Neither of them will hit.
Correct.
And Frank is going to come in. And then in Gith, he's going to be like, dude, like, we've got psionics, man. And the guy's like, I just wanted to give him a fighting chance. And he's going to swing twice at you. And it's going to be a 20 hit you?
Yes, it does.
But a 15 does not.
15 and 17 do not.
The 17 was a missed roll. Don't worry about that one.
Gotcha.
He's going to do 5 points of slashing and 6 points of psychic to you. As Frank is like making fun of his buddy for being such a weakling. Goes on to Braylon.
Okay, Raylan is gonna sneak, and she's gonna kind of come up here to sneak so that she can see a little bit better.
Okay.
She's gonna try to do that without being noticed. Since they're all kind of preoccupied with Shakal right now, she's gonna kind of like.
Yeah. Roll me a stealth, because you are going from a hidden position. And you're just kind of skittering away. They are distracted.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they are not at all paying attention to you whatsoever. In fact, none of them seem all that concerned about the rest of the party at the moment. Anything else?
She's going to. She's gonna hold her action this turn, but she's gonna take her bonus action and she's gonna prepare ensnaring strike for next time.
All right. I'm into that. Anything else? Is that it?
I think that's it.
All right. We go to Tina.
Tina is taking her shots.
A 16. Are you shooting the one who is currently grappled?
I am shooting the one that was next to it that tried, but missed.
Okay.
Before
So sure, yeah. So your bolt goes flying, and it is flying true, and then it hits his plate mail and goes tink and falls to the ground.
And then I'm gonna say, "Damn it, Frank! Why do you have to mess up everything that's good?"
Frank, you big idiot!
Frank, why? All right. Cool. Anything else, Tina?
That's all I can do. So I'm gonna leave it
Perfect.
at that.
And finally, Orala.
I'm gonna shout, "Get away from my friend who just teleported himself and grabbed you!" And I'm going to fire off a guiding bolt at the one who hit him, which is
Nice. Yeah,
like,
this guy.
yeah.
Really wants to know where these people went to combat school. She's supposed to know. Curious.
Guiding bolt. Oh yeah, that hits. That hits.
That'll be 10
So
radiant,
you will take... Yeah. Didn't like that.
and his the next attack on him has advantage.
Correct. All right. Anything else, Orala?
No, I feel like my threat has done its due diligence. I guess I will move up a little bit.
Nice.
I'm just gonna go ahead and run to there.
Ooh.
Okay. Shakal.
Well, if there's no deterring them, then combat it is. I will release the gift that I've had grappled, and I will make 2 strikes. Where am I? There we are.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Those
And then I
both hit.
will, just trying to spread these out. The one to my left, and the one that I just released. And if possible, where's it at? Stunning strike. Where are you? Are you a bonus action? Where'd you go? Nope, it's just whenever I hit with an attack, I will spend the key point. Can I do that on both of them? It looks
Yep.
new to me. I'm sorry. Cool. Then I will
Yes.
stunning strike both of them. Expending 2 key points.
Sure.
They need
So
to
they're
make-
both going to roll a con, or is it whiz?
Con save. Wait.
Con.
Yes.
One. Oh no, that's a dex. Sorry. Con. And a con.
Both of them
The
fail.
17 I think the 17 will pass. The 12 will fail. So let's just go ahead and... Which one do you want to have stunned?
Both of them have failed. I took the
Oh.
ASI at level
Ah,
12,
very good.
so my DC is now 18.
Nice.
Let me just give them a dot stun
Ooh.
and little purple dot stun. Okay. Anything else?
You're
Chakal?
muted.
Sorry. Yeah, I think that should be it. I'll leave that guy. Actually, I lied. Bonus action, I will shadow step to, what was it, 60 feet? Range? Or is Arala too close at this point to be considered dim light?
Arala would be filling the room because Arala's mace is out. So yeah, you are in the middle of bright light right now. So 20 feet away from Arala is where the dim light begins.
Gotcha.
If you moved, like there is of course dim light being cast by these rocks.
Gotcha. Then I will stay where I'm at and I will just chill.
All right. Okay, this guy is like, what is going on over there, Frank?
Frank.
He is going to. Can I see you? Can I see you? Yep. Can you see him? Shakal?
Where is it coming from? I see.
Here. Oh, sorry. Here.
I do not see him yet. He's still covered by shadow.
Perfect. You see this?
Perfect.
I do not. I see he's still covered by shadow.
Perfect.
That sounds less
Oh.
than perfect, actually. I don't I don't think I agree with your definition.
Great. So, here, blah, 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 blah. Telekinesis, blah, 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 blah. Contested by strength check. Roll me a strength check, if you would.
Copy that. Just a strength check.
Yep, strength.
Yeah. 13.
You are grappled.
Oh no.
No.
I'll just go ahead and show you the spell telekinesis. Oh wait, shit, that didn't. For some reason, that didn't print. Print it. Boop. There you go. Let's see here. He's going to try and move you. He's going to move you 30. Sorry, he's not grapple. He's going to move you. Right? Each action round. Search your will. Yes, exactly. Can affect same target round. Yes. Okay. He's going to move you 30 feet in any direction, including upward, but not limited. So he's going to just push you upwards 30 feet. You are restrained and held 30 feet up. And you're suspended in midair.
I don't like this.
Nope. Oh, okay. Awesome. He's happy where he is. This guy's happy where he is. The warriors, 2 of them are stunned. The other one is like well outside my reach and to Urala. And there's like, and again, like a Kill Bill moment where like he looks over at Urala and there's like this whole like Gith moment where they're like, Gith. And he's going to attack the Gith with 2 great sword attacks. Urala 16, I don't think hits you at all.
A 16 does not hit me.
He looks very disappointed. And he's like, Frank, get up, Frank. Wait, I am Frank. Oh, no. The other 2 are going to attempt to get out of their stun. So that's going to be a con and a con. Oh, no. They are stunned. Raylan.
Okay, Raylan is gonna stay where she is and use her longbow to kind of fire over around Urawa, because there's space on either side, I think, on the tunnel from where she is.
Yep.
Yeah, so she's gonna fire to the side of Urawa, and she's gonna use her longbow on Frank.
Cool, yeah. Frank's the only one moving.
Who's not stunned, so let's do that. And she has an ensnaring strike on this too.
24 will hit indeed. An ensnaring strike requires him to roll a dex, question mark?
Strength.
Strength, ooh. All right, here we go. He rolls a. Oh, he fails. He is restrained.
She's gonna cast. So I'm gonna roll for the damage, and she's gonna do it at 2nd level.
Nice. Okay.
So, that's gonna be the damage from the longbow, and then ensnaring strike at 2nd level is gonna do an extra 7.
7. Wow. Okay. Cool.
And then she's gonna take her bonus action. And she's going to vanish.
To vanish.
Yeah, she has vanish, which is she can hide as a bonus action, and she can't be tracked by non-magical means. So
I
she's
like it.
kind of do that, and then she's just gonna go over here.
Sure. Yeah. And that brings us to Tina.
Tina is gonna run up to her friends over here. And we're gonna cast a wall of light, I think.
Hold up, Tina. You're in Arola Square.
I'm in Arola Square.
Are you gonna press past? Or there you go.
Well, I mean, is there a spot for me if I press past?
You'd be squeezing.
I'd be squeezing. I'm gonna try and squeeze past.
Oh.
And like, where can I go? There.
Yeah, you
can do
there,
that.
Yeah, you go there.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
And oops. I didn't mean to do all those. That first one.
Oh, wall of light.
light.
Oh, it has. Okay, so how are you doing this wall of light?
So I am doing it to where there's the one that I'm touching, and it's going to start there and go on into that other cavern. And it's supposed to go on for how long? Let's see here. 60 feet long, 10 feet high, and 5 feet thick.
30, 40. Like that?
And let me see. Yes.
Okay,
Or it
emits
just goes
bright
from-
light out to 120 feet. Okay, so we're just going ahead. That's going to be. Okay, how do I translate this into dynamic lighting?
I'm sorry.
Let's see here. So you're going to have to use your imaginations as I turn on daylight in here effectively. There you go. The whole place lights up like a Christmas tree. Let's see here. And then each creature in the area must make a Constitution saving throw. 48 radiant and blinded. Wow. Okay. Can make Constitution. Okay. The ends its turn. Ooh, neat. Oh, and it launches beams? Oh, wow. That's cool. Okay. Very cool. Okay. I'm into it.
Yeah.
All right. So these two poor bastards need to make a con save. Con and a con. One of them passes, so he'll take half of the 48. The other one will fail. The other one will fail and take the full 48 and is blinded.
That's what he gets for lurking about with Frank.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll me. Oh, 18. Okay. Let's see. Like this.
Yes.
Plus 18. He failed. And Frank will take 9. That's 9. Okay. We still up? Yes, we still up. Okay.
This is why we can't have nice things, Frank.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Damn it, Frank. Anything else, Tina?
That is it.
Okay. Urala. That was
Okay.
unexpected.
That wasn't expected. I will reach into the light and grab the... I don't think this one's Frank, right? This one's Frank.
The green one's Frank, yeah.
Okay, so the one that is not Frank, even though I don't think I actually need to touch him to do this, I'm going to grab him and just pull his face real close to mine and be like, why can't we just get along? And then cast Chill Touch.
Well, he is restrained, which means that you would have advantage.
But the 15
But a
probably doesn't
15
make it.
unfortunately does not connect.
Yeah.
So he just sneers at you as you're trying to get your magic to affect him. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Shakal, top of the order.
I am restrained and suspended 30 feet in the air, yes?
You are indeed 30 feet up.
Wow.
Alright, you bastards. But I'm... Oh, what does the restrained condition entail? Am I still able to take actions?
Restrained. I have a easy little chart up here already because there's going to be a lot of conditions in this particular chapter. Your speed is 0. You don't get bonus to your speed. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Attack rolls from you have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dex saving throws. So yes, you can still attack, but you are restrained and suspended up in the air.
Well, this is gonna suck because this is gonna waste some key points, but I don't like being restrained. I'm gonna use my action to expend 2 key points and cast Darkness. I will position it so it's not on my friends if at all possible. More so just on myself, possibly on the Gith. What is the range of darkness? How big are you? 15-foot radius. So this shouldn't be too hard, yeah?
Let's see here. I'm just. I mean, you can't really target the wall, like inside the wall. So I'm just trying to figure out like your most optimal. You said 15-foot radius, and you want to get yourself and the Gith, but not your friends.
Well, primarily me. If I can't get the Gith, that's no big deal.
Let's see here. You do know, having traveled with your companion Tina, that she is not bothered by magical darkness.
Mm.
So in theory, it's 15-foot radius. 15. If you centered it here, you would be able to get all of them, but not Arala, and she'd be able to see. I don't know. Are you able to see through the magical darkness?
I am not, but it is concentration, so I'm just using it as an escape route.
I love it. So let me give you a shape, and it shall be darkness.
Oh, I don't want to make you go through that much trouble, because I'm literally going to drop it this turn. I'm just using it to use my bonus action in Shadow Step.
Well, technically, I mean, I don't want to be a buzzkill here, but if you can't see in the darkness,
yes,
you
that
can't
is true.
see where you're going.
Fair. But that does make it. Yeah, nope. This is still the plan. I'm gonna just cast darkness. I can't Shadow Step. That's okay. I will fall to the ground because I don't think he can hold me if he can't see me. Yeah.
I mean, you're already held, so I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't know how this works.
You know, technically, well, I mean, on his turn, he gets a chance to maintain control of you. If he can't see you to do so, he's not going to be able to target you technically. So, just to speed things up, you fall 30 feet.
Oh shit!
You will take 3d6 points of damage as you impact the ground in the darkness.
Monk fall.
Oh, I have monk fall. Yeah, what is? There's an actual name for it.
Yeah.
Slow fall.
There you go. So
times.
slow fall, I believe you roll against your slow fall, or you just automatically take a certain amount of damage off.
It says beginning at 4th level, you can use your reaction when you fall to reduce any falling damage to take by an amount equal to 5 times your monk level.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're like, even in the darkness, like your natural instincts kick in because during your training, there were like all these like Batmen who did darkness training, and like. Yeah, you totally did Batman training and totally fall to your feet. No problem. And I believe that was a action to cast a spell.
That was an action. I can't take a bonus action because I didn't. I can't take an action to hit. That's me. That's it. I'm good. I am free.
All right, cool. The knight is like, what the hell? Super mad about this whole thing. Well, he's not going to be fussing with that light thing. He's just going to kind of put something between himself and the light. Go here, but he's going to maintain concentration. This guy is like, that is not cool, man. Really a whole lot he can do about that.
He can't see through the wall, can he?
Not really, because it's a beam of light. It's going to cast Wall of Force.
Oh.
Let's see here. It's going to be. So how long is it? It's a format. It's a spear. Each panel 10. Okay, so it's 100 foot by 10, 10 by 10 by 10 panels. Okay. So he's going to be like, all right, enough of this, he says. He's going to be like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I don't know, can a wall of force go through a ball of light? I don't know if it can.
Sure,
But
why
if
not?
I don't know how that works.
If he can't see through the wall of light, how would he
That's true.
know how far past he would even need to go?
Legend says that if you combine a wall of light, the wall of force with the wall of fire, create Ultron.
There we go. He's pretty, what he says, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
No.
Yeah. 60, 70, 80. Just for fun. There we go. He built a really big wall. And he kind of harumphs a little bit because he's like, what the hell's going on? The warriors are all going to believe a gajillion saves, correct? Back to the wall of light.
Oh, those warriors, by the way, are no longer stunned. My turn was the end of their stun.
I see. Well, they still start there. Con and con. Oh no, that is bad. Go ahead and roll me 48.
Little old me?
No, wall of light.
Oh, my bad.
40. I guess I gotta do this twice. I don't know where else to go in it.
Nice. Wait a minute. 44.
Oh, wait, no. Don't listen to this silly game and my button pushing. Listen to that.
That's
actual-
more like it. Okay.
Okay.
So, oops, sorry. This guy. Oh, yeah. This guy is like dead. And this guy, there's so many things on the board, is dead. Okay. This guy is Frank. No, Frank's dead. Sorry. This guy is no longer stunned, but he's now not able to see. So he's going to roll D8 to figure out where he's going because he's blind. And he rolls a 2, 1, 2. So he's going to go 5, 10, bump into the wall. Oh, God. And then he's going to roll another D8, 5, 10. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then move south, bump into Tina, and at disadvantage, attempt to stab her. Oh, he says, and then he says again.
Friend of Frank, please.
Does 18 hit you?
It does.
But the 11, I'm sure, does not. Correct?
No.
Okay. One of them finds Precious, and it deals 14 points of slashing and 10 points of psychic as he cuts into both your body and your emotional well-being.
Really hurts,
and there's-
friend of Frank.
Yeah.
What a jerk.
You want to come? Do you want to be a monster? Do you want to come be a little monster? He's like, you want to be a monster? I'm going to be over here going, God, please don't kill those poor nice people because. All right, this is going to be our DM now. All right, there we go. So,
Best DM ever.
Best DM. Okay, so everybody gets a treat and some chicken. All right. Yay! And a puppuccino for everybody.
Yay!
+4. Puppuccino +4. Right.
Libby would be so happy.
They'll be so happy. And, okay, cool. Braylon.
Okay, so she can't see through the wall of light either, right?
Nope, you can't see the wall of light, and there's a big blob of darkness.
Great. And that wall of force is still up as well?
Well, you haven't seen the wall of force, but I
Okay, so
assume
she doesn't technically know it's there.
nope,
Okay.
you have no idea what's on the other side of the wall. I mean, the beam of light down there. If you were there, you could see it, but
Yeah, unfortunately for Raylan, she's gonna come and try to squeeze up like next to Urala, like up here,
okay.
and then try to like come here and probably go running headfirst into that wall of force. Because she doesn't know it's there, and she wanted to try to get up here, but she's probably stopped around there.
So the wall of force doesn't extend past the wall of light, but that's actually a really good question. Does the wall of light cut through? Oh,
Well,
sure.
Okay, if she went this way, like maybe, I don't know.
Okay, I don't think it does cut through darkness.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, it's considered an object, right? So because the wall blocks line of sight, but creatures and objects pass through it.
So I would say that it would do damage, but wouldn't do the blindness effect. So if you wanted to push your way through, Raylan, you would take radiant damage, but you wouldn't need to deal with the blind condition. I think it's going to be how this works.
She's gonna do it.
Okay. So you're going to enter the darkness. If you stay like here,
Yeah.
because the wall starts here,
Yeah.
this square is safe. So if you just walk straight north.
Yeah, that's what she wants to
fine.
do. She kind of wants to head up that way.
Okay. So you're enveloped in darkness. You feel something radiant next to you, but it's just out of arm's reach. Anything else?
Is she so she only took like some of her movement. Is she able to like step around Frank's friend's dead body and come like this way? Like is she able to like step over it? Because like
Yes.
if the body's around-
So you would kind of sort of trip over Shakal, but you could either assume it's Shakal or a dead body. Could be both. Knowing these guys' luck, and it would be double movement to get through him.
I don't know if she has that much movement.
So it'd be 10 feet to go through.
Oh, she has 10 feet left because she took 20 already.
Sure, yeah. So you can get right next to his side.
She's gonna do it. She's gonna be in the darkness. She's okay in the darkness. She's all right. She's okay with that.
Okay.
Soothing, like a big blanket.
And then from the darkness, so she heard some of the other stuff, like because over here there was talking over here, right?
Correct.
Before? Okay, she wants to see if she can figure out because she's in the dark now. She can't see. She wants to see if she can figure out where it's exactly coming from. That direction.
I mean, there's no
Or
sound.
you know, she's gonna try to like fire in that general direction.
Through the
Okay.
light wall.
Go ahead and roll me attack at disadvantage. They do have heavy cover.
Okay. I mean, she doesn't really know that, so she just is gonna try anyway.
Sure. Wow. So you let an arrow fly, and you don't hear anyone yell out in pain. But you do hear kind of the clatter of it falling to the ground.
Okay. So she heard it hit something, but it didn't like do any sort of. Yeah, got it. Okay, cool. That's probably gonna be her turn, to be honest. She's just kind of like getting her bearing a little bit.
Sure. Tina.
I'm going to keep concentration on my wall of light, but with every turn, I'm able to do a beam. So I'm not totally certain how this works. If I should be pressing the beam from the same original wall of light numbers, or do a new one,
How does
which
this
would
thing
be a
work?
new one, and that would be geared toward the guy that's right next to me. Because it should have a 60-foot, or no, now my phone died. It should have a pretty good range.
But I think it eats up 10 feet of the wall. So I'm just going to represent that
Okay.
kind of like that. And you're going to shoot this guy in the darkness.
Yes.
Okay, so he's going to roll a con. But he is also not going to be blinded because he is in darkness. But he will take the 23 points of radiant and die.
Yes.
Very good.
Right.
You can see just fine in this darkness, by the way, Tina, because of your devil sight. The cat has blessed you, clearly.
I love the cat. And then I'm going to kind of move up to the edge.
Okay,
Of
so that'd
this
be
wall.
10, 20, and then 25.
Hmm.
Anything else?
That's going to do it.
Okay. Rala, there is darkness ahead of you.
So
Sound of combat seems to have quieted.
I have this moment of revelation staring at this confluence of magic gook going on. Because there's a wall of light, and then there's an orb of darkness, and there's like stuff going on, and I'm just like, this is like a really great expression of our adventuring existence. And I take a moment to reflect on that, and I'm going to stand here, not going into the darkness or the light, but I will prepare a sacred flambe if those go away and I can see a enemy. But I'm having an existential moment.
Sure. Okay, I like it. Shakal, you are prone. You are in darkness that you have created.
I will drop concentration on darkness.
Okay, so let me get rid of this darkness.
And I'm assuming there are no threats that I see when the darkness goes away.
Nope, just some dead bodies. Really bright wall of light that three of you are kind of skirting up against. Barely within its range of effects.
With the walls still up, I don't see any way I can search for any other combatants. So I think,
Fortunately, the wall is the bright yellow line blocks vision,
yes,
except for you, Shakal. And can you see straight line? Yeah. You can see this desiccated, pale, tentacle-faced creature. A ghost of his former glory. A tentacle face that you would remember from over 100 years ago. One that used to be a bartender in a pub that fell down upon your head and killed you.
The first time.
I will make this known to my friends.
Anything else?
That is all I've got.
All right. The knight does a thing. You know what? He's going to go over here. Cool. Klondras. Let's see here. Nothing can pass through the wall, right? Nothing can physically pass through the wall. Can't do that. But he can do, yes. Shakal. Just as you can see him, he can see you. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
No.
You manage to shrug off the effects of a spell. Like fear begins to kind of creep into your spirit, but you shrug it off.
Not
You're like,
today,
not
Satan."
today. Did you say, what did you see?
Not today, Satan.
Not today, Satan. Cool. That's what he does. He kind of quivers a little bit in his tentacle face. The warriors are dead. And we go to
Aw.
Braylon.
Well, Raylan can't see anything through the wall, right?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I mean, she heard Shakal's kind of like, mention of like, dude, that way. And she's just gonna kind of hang out because she can't really do too much through the wall.
Okay, cool. Tina?
I am going to drop concentration of the light so everybody can get in here.
Bam.
Bam.
Stand by. Hold on. 1 second.
Yeah. Hold on. Dynamic
Hold,
lighting.
please. Hold,
Shazam.
please. Shazam. Kaboom.
Oof. Perfect.
Daylight has disappeared.
Daylight has disappeared. All right.
All right. So, anything else, Tina?
And I would like to head just where I could barely see our bartender friend and get my crossbow ready and take aim.
Okay. And then we're going to end out session with. You're gonna shoot. You're just gonna let the bolt fly.
Yes.
Go on. Yes, of course. Yeah. Your bolt goes flying and it goes tink. Like right about here, just stops. Bunk. As if some force field prevents it from passing through. The tentacles kind of quiver. You might be able to see a pleased look on his face.
He strokes
So
the tentacles and flips them up.
Yeah.
Smug you are. It's been a long, long time. You once served us beverages. I wonder if you'll serve us again. I can't say.
Yes. I served you mulled wine. And I will serve you again. Barala.
So I'm really entertained by the fact that I could see none of this and I can hear none of this still. And so I'm just like,
What?
the darkness is gone, correct? Just double checking.
The darkness is gone.
Okay. I'm gonna, as part of my movement, kick the Gith that's in front of me. Because what a douche.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna stand on Frank and walk over
Nice.
to Raylan and be like, "Hey! What are you looking at?" And look off over that direction. I don't think I can see anybody yet. There's Tina. I see Tina.
Can you see Klondras?
No. There's objects in the way, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
Oh, wait.
pillar, and be like, he's right behind the pillar for me.
Is this a
knowing
wall
that
of
he
force?
can't hear.
No. That was just like a stray line that got drawn out.
Gotcha.
The wall of force. Let's see if I can actually like get rid of.
Well, I think they're. Are they opaque at all, or are they clear?
It's perfectly clear. Like a wall
Yeah.
of force would.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. So let me redo. I guess the wall. Put it in like in white or something. So it kind of went like this, and then like this. No. This.
Does anyone look hurt? Has anyone actually taken damage?
Taking just a smidgen of damage, but not very much.
How's Shakal looking? Okay. And Raylan?
Raylan's totally fine.
Okay. Being oblivious to everything. Ongoing theme. That will be the end of my turn.
When Urala asked that, Raylan is going to kind of point, that way.
Yeah.
She actually can't see, but she heard. So, and Shakal kind of pointed that way too. So she barely sees like the heel of Tina, like right there.
Right.
She can see his heel, but like other than that, she can't really see. So she'll just point, that way.
Yeah, that's Tina. Yeah. Woo, Tina.
Perfect. Anything else, Arella?
That's it.
All right, cool. Well, we'll end the episode here since we're at our 2-hour mark. It's a good point to stop. You are now face to face, kind of, with Klondras, the tentacly faced one. And we'll open up the start of the round with Shakal, and we'll continue on this encounter starting next Wednesday.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's
It'll be
probably
just
fine.
Thanks for
Darn
joining
it,
us, everybody. Right? I guess we're going to find out exactly what we will do for a Klondras bar.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
you have a whole week to plan. So
That was totally stretching, and I apologize.
No, I liked that a lot. That made me smile.
All right. See everybody next week. Bye.